Hello, I'm Mantastic'c and Fantastic, and today I just want to explain my team composition for my new and exciting Blackbird when tackling the 60-minute Coliseum combination dungeon for more Black Event medals so you can afford those Garus. So obviously I had the Black Event medals beforehand, so I didn't technically need them to get the Garus, but Garu is just an obnoxiously powerful sub as a general statement. And for my team, I'm just going to go through why I chose these inherits for this challenge. I'm not 100% sure what's exactly in the dungeon, but I have a strong inkling I have most things covered. So, one great thing about Blackbird is you get Blind Resist, Alatu's Jammer, Belial's Poison. Right away, I have all things covered. Garu has Cloud Resist, so I needed Tape Resist, and I resist everything. Blackbirds are attack buffs. Alatu is a time buff. I don't have an RCV buff, so unless it's a 0 times RCV or it voids RCV, I'm perfectly fine because Gung Ho Belial is the greatest healing stick of all time, and I'm able to heal stupendously high amounts of health with relative ease. I made a mistake. I entered without Jammer Surge, so I have Poison Surge, but I think both of them are equally useful, but maybe the Jammer Surge is probably better towards the end of the dungeon. Yeah, because it's guaranteed. If you get Green Rex, which is most likely, the Jammer Surge would be better. So, I made a mistake. I entered too quickly, but that is okay. So, explaining the team composition. I chose leader swap on my Blackbird because there is a leader swap that's guaranteed to happen quite a ways into the dungeon. Depending on who you're swapped to, it could be bad. I didn't want to play around with it. There's not much in the way of skill delays for the most part, so it was okay because my delay would not be up by that point in time. So, I chose leader swap. I used the Diamond 10 draw, not because I need Cloud Resist, but because it gives team HP and a skill boost. It's a pretty great weapon. I'm a big fan of Diamond Rem draws on your transforming cards. Conversely, Dark Reach's hat is also a wonderful alternative. You get Bind Immunity, skill boost, the big movement time, which is not usually necessary. I think I have enough movement time as it is, and then 2 enhanced Dark Orbs, which I do like. So, good stuff all around there. New Year's Alatu is just an incredible card. They feel overtuned to the max, and they don't transform. So I'm able to use them as a delay at the beginning, and then I have a 4-turn cooldown for a board refresh. So use the refresh and then Blackbird after, and you're pretty much always guaranteed to have activation. You get a movement time buff, and you get to just have a much happier time overall. Big damage output, super resist, lots of skill boosts. Garus are identical in terms of their awakenings. I gave them VDP because I might as well. I don't need anything else. And I have the active skill that gives me unmatchable of water. Water orbs are converted to hard orbs with Blackbird. So this water unmatchable is not even a downside. So it's a 2-turn cooldown with no Skyfall and 4 dark orbs, 4 hard orbs. Incredibly overtuned card. I'm truly surprised as a farmable. The dark sub attribute means they deal actually magical amounts of damage when you're below half health. Gung Ho Belial is just the cleanest cleric I would have. It also is the healing solution, so I don't need RCV buffing. If you don't bring Gung Ho Belial, you're going to have to need some sort of person to deal with RCV debuffs, I feel, because even though you don't only have 1 times health, it's going to be painful to heal up otherwise. She has super poison resist, she has a 5-turn cooldown, and her active skill does reset my health to 1, which I'll heal up easily because of her enhanced heart combos, but it also means my Garus, who hit hard when below 50%, gain an extra zest. For the Garu's inherits, I have Genmu. Genmu gives me the skill boost, some more blind resist, which is useless in my case here, 2 enhanced dark orbs, which I like, and then 99 turns of dark skyfalls with 4 turns haste. Floor 1 in this dungeon is very easy, so it's not really necessary to hasten up so quickly, but the 99 turns of Skyfall is pretty great because you're just able to have a much higher chance of desirable orbs falling down. And then the last inherit is Yuke's. I chose Yuke's because it's a skill boost, it's attack while below 50%, which means that owning Garu gets another 2 times personal damage. His sub-attribute can double damage cap when you're below half health much more reliably. And then the active skill gives me a row of dark orbs, which is great orb generation, so it gets more power. And I also have 2 turns of damage absorption and color absorption cancellation with the health cut, so I'm able to proc my attack while below 50%. I want 2 turns of damage and color absorb cancellation because the first boss halfway through the dungeon, because it's Coliseums multiple times, has damage absorption. And then the floor afterwards has a color absorb of random. And if it's the wrong color, you will die. So I can one-shot the Orpharian, and then the extra turn of color absorb carries over, and I can deal with whatever spawns. If it was dark absorb, you would die otherwise. So let's not do that. So Ukes is the great solution for that. So that is the main team breakdown. Again, it's specifically tailored for this dungeon. I would swap and change things accordingly based on what I'm actually playing. And that's generally the consensus of how you team build. You build according to the dungeon's needs at hand. And I felt like I covered the vast majority of mechanics with this setup. So that being said, let us now enjoy the actual gameplay footage. And people, these are my only 2 diamond draws, to be fair. But I like to use them both because they are just good weapons. So if you want your Blackbirds to level up faster, or your leaders, which is not necessary, you can make it so you kill them in this form, and you actually get level up faster because of this team cost being lower. Gojo doesn't do any good against that problem. But yeah, look, you got more levels up with that if you delay your transforming. Just something interesting that's applicable possibly in this dungeon. People peep, I was gifted the... what's it called? Gifted the... New Year's bundle from You Respond to I, and that in turn gave me a Blackbird. Gonna use this guy to get rid of it. Well, everyone's delayed. On the bright side, my Alitu's delayed, so that means it won't overcharge again. Always look on the bright side of things. This is why I say Belial. And I'll use Unmatchable from Geru. I'm still RCB debuffed, so I should be mindful of that and, like, you know, heal up. I don't know how much my RCB debuff percent is, but I just healed through it pretty hard. I should make an L. I really should pay attention more. Ugh, delayed again. People peep, that's a lot of stones, but are you happy overall with your results, like the other things you rolled? Because if you got good stuff as well along the way, well, that's pleasant. But that is a tremendous number of stones. Dark Lord, it's VDPs. Drayden, it's pretty low. It's like 34.5%, I think, or something like that. Very, almost as low as you can go. I don't know when I want to dump my... Oh, I'm Awoken bound again. That's inconsiderate. Alright, I have less time. Let's be mindful of that. Excuse me? I can kill you with no awakenings? Okay, what the fish? I say so, Drayton. Just be mindful of the 400% gravity from Royal Oak. You can be aware of that. You should be fine. Ilm, are you enjoying Saphira overall? Wow, it's like spinners galore. Thanks. People says they got more 7 stars, you suppose, but the ones you didn't have were Blackbird and Katya. Your hunger for more cards is satisfied, but your wallet isn't. But your hunger has been satisfied in some ways, so that's pleasant, no? I don't need to get rid of unmatchable things here. Oh, geez, I didn't plan this out well. I was tempted, should I use Garu now or later? I don't know what is in the dungeon is the problem. I don't know what's coming up. Drayton, if you're a 75% damage reduction shield, yes, that is correct. If you're not, use a shield. I need a VDP in this. This is just a little nightmarish looking. Like, can I even do that? To get 2 dark combos is not happening off of this board. With a VDP, I should say. I'm just going to wait this out. I don't want to do this spinner dance. Exactly, deck. June has some spring rolls. That sounds delightful. I'm kind of hungry. Okay, and now I'll do the VDP things and we'll be fine. Curelight, it all depends. There might be some is the problem. Alright, my RCV has been dropped down, but I don't even care. Drayton, there may be some attribute absorbs. Like, right after the first... Like, after the first half, like the first boss, there is a chance of it absorbing your color for 4 turns and just dying. So I decided to bring a 2-turn damage and color absorb for that. People Peep, I'm not sure yet because I've only done really like hardly any play of it. I just got it. I just started playing. Oh, it's a VDP. Oh, okay. If you insist. So I need to start on light, and I'm fine if I want that to be a dark, but I don't care. Outstanding. Alright, Pandora's pretty annoying. Alatu saves this problem. That's a pretty horrible box Pandora has. I'm still RCB debuffed. I think you need to fix a fast board changer, Drayton, because there's quite a few instances where Alatu has been pretty needed. Ilm says Sapphire is a card in their heart because she's fast and she carries you. Hey, if it works, eh? Oh, I don't know how to cascade at all. Whoops. Oh, I forgot there's locked orbs again. I do this every time. That's a lot of locked orbs. I made a mistake again. Fish. On the bright side, I do have Ukes to give me an active here. So I do have activation. So I'm not doomed is the idea. But I should really make an L. Like, I really should make this L. It's the Ukes weapon that saved me. Garu, if I use them for the active, it may not work. This is the color absorb that could kill you. And that's why I brought Ukes weapon here. It's not going to kill me, so I'm okay. But it could have been dark. It could have been. I have been time debuffed, so I would like to go fast. Yeah, Deck, you're right about Hiei being the OG 99 turn Skyfall. Genmu is also giving me the haste, which I enjoy. No resist, or all resisted. I think I'm going to Alatu it away. It's not a good looking board. And thanks V-Vision. How are you doing today? Ilm, you know, there's a chance he might, but there's obviously a big chance he won't. So this for jammers is to be helpful. And Blue Cross, you're right. I was going to wait for you to be also present as part of my reason for that. Okay, Belial time. You've been asleep all day. Hey, that's perfectly fine. Did you have a good nap? Gubbins likes the chicken dance, eh? But I'm afraid for YouTube it may, like, possibly screw me over for copyright, so I have to mute it briefly. Oh, I should have possibly used a better active here. Oh well. I could have got rid of this unmatchable when I think about it. Alright, Blue Cross. Let me finish this. It's a time dungeon. I want to finish it without making mistakes. Jeez, come on, left hand. You can do it. I don't know if it's a good idea to not use the overwriting effect. I don't know why I'm so stingy with my actives. I need VDP here. You know. I know I shouldn't be so stingy with my actives. I didn't have enough orbs even if I used Garu, so that time I just it was appropriate to not use it. A dark green 7-star that voids void. Which card is that, Blue Cross? Oh, spinners again? It's always spinning around. Getting dizzy just doing this. Oh well. Don't really need to be super great. I'll abuse these spinners later. Can I break your guard? Yeah, I'm gonna break your guard, Susanoo.
Fantastic follower alert. Wow.
And thank you so much to Happy Taffy for becoming a fantastic follower. How are you doing today? This is almost up and away. Good, not a dangerous absorb. And Happy Taffy says they got lucky in the Godfist, they're good. That's wonderful to hear. What'd you manage to pull? Yeah, Deck, he's always red absorb. I don't recall what all the absorbs are in this dungeon. It's part of the problem. Okay, that's fine. Just fishing out a bit more Dark Orbs for the future. And Ilm, what do you expect to happen for Pad's 10th anniversary? Oh, sad health. It's sad. So less healing, less life. It's just unfortunate, eh? Oh, thank goodness. I almost did something terrible there. Drayton, there's one that can be pretty bad because you won't have delays up, and I can't stall with this team. Like, I just can't stall. Are you soaring high, Avalon? Yes, you are. And it's always going to happen, the leader swap. Because you probably won't have your delays and other cool things ready, so that's problematic. Six is Rex. I don't need anything for Rex, so I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm surprised how few Dark Orbs fell down there. Oh, bigger boards. Hello. Oh, blinds. Not so great. But I got excited when I saw bigger board, though. Hopefully it's not terrible, the sticky blinds here. Not too bad. And my mom says, looking good? What is looking good, Mom? Did you do your One Punch Man rolls? Alrighty, so I need VDP. I also need a Wokenbind clear. I should have checked if I had a way to do that. Oh well. I could have probably VDP'd to go one turn faster. It's okay. It's going to auto follow-up attack down here. So auto follow-up attack will kill this. And then I have to deal with the problem here. This is Jammer. This is why I want my Jammer Surge. It's like pretty annoying. And I have 2 turns of being very sad, or 3 turns of no healing. So I need to be careful. And I want to one-shot this now. Everything is a Dark Orb in the darkness. That sounds so silly. I know I've made another row and I shouldn't, so we're doing that. So even though I have 0 times RCV, I'm just not going to get hit, and I'll be okay. There's no way for me to dodge this as this team. There's no way to dodge it. So I'm just going to keep one-shotting everything, and I'm going to actually match an L to get rid of this. This Jammer is pretty annoying, though. Not going to lie. Pretty annoying. Exactly, Defang. Like, they can't kill me if I kill them first. It's a great mentality in this game, because it works. That's a lot of Garus then, Blue Cross. That's pretty nuts. Huge delay, but it's okay. I didn't do a good job matching the light orbs there. There's a lot of jammers. I was trying to save Garu just in case I get trolled. So now I can just alternate between them back and forth, because I don't need anything else. When I have Belial up, I can use it to get the health cut. So when I get below half health, I can go for most likely a one-shot once I'm low, once I cut my health, etc. So we're going to dance a little bit. So we're just going to dance for a little bit, like I said. So now I can heal again, once again, so this is okay. I kind of want to dance a little bit until I have Belial up, so I have the health cut, which means I will guarantee myself huge damage, because not having the health cut got me killed in a previous run, and that was obviously sad. So when it's one turn away is when I go for the push. Yeah, it's true, Deck. I am stalling by not VDPing. That's exactly what I'm doing. One. So if I VDP here, whenever I want, I can start the process. But I have locked orbs. It's not so fun. So we're going to make a wood VDP. I'm using both my hands for this. Ever I want, I can go. Oh, I do actually have a HP cut with one of the Genoas, or Garus, I should say. That's true, Deck. Not a bad idea. Yeah, because I do get delayed, so I might as well stall up a bit more. If that's... Do I do get delayed after half health? I don't recall. So close. I'm just going to tickle it down, I guess. 400% gravity doesn't harm me because I have more than enough damage reduction that it doesn't actually kill me. Oh, just as executes a delay? Okay. Well, I should tickle it under here is my guess. Or not. Well, that's unfortunate. This should push it under. I don't see how it won't. And then I'll just go for a one-shot, I feel. Or I could tickle it. I don't know. I feel like I actually have a pretty big board to kill stuff. This is where I have to think, can I go for a kill? I need a VDP and I need lots of combos. I can cut my own health to make everyone do more damage through the Yuke's Inherit. So let me think. I can Alatu to get a different board. This is actually not that good of a board. So I will just Alatu for a better board, Blackbird. And then we do the... Oh, I get Dark Orbs. Shoot. That was careless. I don't see how this will live. I should have so much damage caps on Garus themselves. Yeah, I'm right. Cool! That was fun. That was great. I know, I don't get Skyfalls. Wait, no, I do get Skyfalls, didn't I? Because I didn't use a Garu. I used the Yuke's Inherit to cut my health and make more orbs. But that's okay. Considering I just basically rolled Blackbird and started playing, this went quite smoothly overall. Like, definitely lots of room for like improvements and optimization, but this works pretty great as a whole. Like Blackbird feels smooth, feels consistent. That's a lot of drops when I think about it. Dang, it's a lot of drops. So yeah, I did use Alatu. Oh yeah, Alatu does give me no Scuffles. You're right, it's one turn. You're right, but with that being said, hopefully this video provides you with some insight as to what capabilities Blackbird has. I think they're a pretty outrageously overtuned leader, especially if you have the Garus, which everyone should have. New Year's Alatu, Belial, Halloween Chakul are just a couple of other cards that come to mind. Dark Athena Non. Like, there's many great subs. Unlike Daytona, Blackbird actually has more than one viable sub, which is pretty great. You know, pretty great. So, with that being said, hopefully you all have a truly fantastic day. I wish you all the best luck in your own pad adventures, and happy puzzling.